Thank you. A warm welcome to all Toastmasters, their family members, guests to the 100th meeting of Kharghar Toastmasters Club. My name is Ajay Kale and I will be your Sergeant at Arms for this meeting, which means you can catch, hold me for anything you want. I will be assisted by our wonderful team member, Toastmaster Arvind Krishna, Toastmaster Ayush, and Toastmaster Yogesh. Let's first start with club mission statement. I request all to raise from your seat. Please take your seat. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Thank you. You may take your seat. Members and guests, please register your presence at the registration desk which is there. Being managed by Toastmaster Arvind, club member, and collect your Toastmaster baggage if not already done. A few hygienic instructions. Members and guests are requested to keep your phones on silent mode. Let's take 10 seconds to do this activity now. Thank you. Please refrain from moving around when any activity is happening on the stage. Toilets are on the rear left of the hall. Please take care of the step which is at the beginning of the toilet. In case of any emergency, please use the two exits of assembly near to the gate for further instruction. Please wear your mask all the time. Let me now call upon the Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Anant Iyer. Please give a big round of applause for the Toastmaster Anant Iyer. Toastmaster Anant Iyer has been a Toastmaster since 2016, has won numerous awards. Please keep clapping. Toastmaster since 2016 has won numerous awards in all speech categories in Toastmaster. He is one of the charter member of Kharghar Toastmasters Club and one time a president during 2020-21. Ladies and gentlemen, with the thunder round of applause, please help me to welcome our Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Anant Iyer.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Ajay Kale, for the introduction and setting the tone for the meeting today. My name is Anant Iyer. Let's have a big round of applause for Sergeant at Arms. Thank you very much, and I am delighted to see such a beautiful, wonderful audience all settled down, although we are late by about 25-30 minutes. But I'm sure that you are all going to have a great fun today. Can anyone guess what these TMTMMF means? 100 not out. TMTMF. Toastmasters together make fun. So we're all here to have fun today, right? So over the next couple of hours, we are going to have a lot of activities, yeah? So we are going to have some very inspiring keynote by Dr. Brilliant, followed by some very entertaining act by Anand, and then we will have the absolutely gracious installation ceremony of the upcoming XCOM by Toastmaster Rohan. Yeah. And of course, no event or no celebration is complete without having cakes, right? Cakes and food. So there will be this wonderful event of raising the toast. We are Toastmasters, so we'll raise the toast, and that raising the toast and cutting the cake and all those things will be the fag end of the program today. And in between, we will have a lot of other activities also where not just the Toastmasters, guests, family members, all of you can also participate in those activities and see how we as Toastmasters help in the growth of the individuals. Before we start, a few ground rules, apart from whatever Dr. Ajay has already said. Number one ground rule is, which you have already tried out, is applause. Okay? So whenever anybody comes on the stage, we don't want like this, okay? So it has to be an enthusiastic applause. That's rule number one. Rule number two. Whenever I call you for participation on the activities, please don't hesitate. We are not going to eat you here, right? We have got a dinner in the evening after that. So whenever I call you for any activities, please do join me. Rule number three. Who is your favorite cricketer with? Who is your favorite cricketer? Kapil Dev. Wow, that's nice. Good. Yes, and today is the day when he won the World Cup for us. That's fantastic. So coming to rule number three, you watch cricket on the television? No. Is there anybody who watches cricket on television here? So what do you do when somebody scores a 4 or a 6? Yeah! Right? So 100? Not a! So whenever I say 100, what should be a reaction? Not a! Once again, 100? Not a! That's great. That's the great energy that we all want to start this meeting with. Fantastic. That's good. Success always comes with great efforts. Yeah, all agree? And especially when it's a community activity, there has to be somebody who can lead the team members to direct their efforts in a way that the entire community is successful. I am proud to have with us our President, distinguished Toastmaster Chidanand Pradhan, who is one such leader today who has helped to galvanize the Kharghar Toastmasters Club in the last couple of years to bring us to this stage where we are 100. That's great. With a round of applause, rule number one, please welcome distinguished Toastmaster Chidanand Pradhan to inaugurate today's meeting. All the best, Chida. The gavel is here and the cordless mic is all yours.
Good evening. It feels like I am God today. I am on the higher side, so let me come down. Thank you all for coming to the 100 Not Out meeting. Can we have a huge round of applause for each and everyone? As soon as I was elected as the leader of Kharghar Toastmasters Club last year, the first statement which I made to the then ESCOM team, the executive committee team, is that I want to see the 100th meeting at the day when the new leaders are being elected or the new leaders are being taken their oath, and that's happening today. So thank you all the current executive committee members, Gaurav Karnik, Dr. Ajay Kale, Nilesh Shukla, Prabhakar Tripathi, Sergeant Adam Sauvik, and I'm missing one more name. Thank you everyone. Yes, Ayush Mishra. I started my leadership journey in Toastmasters in 2014. During that time, there were many changes happening in India. Do you remember one of those changes? 2014? Prime Minister got changed. Right? The opposition leaders were having sleepless nights. In my life also there were sleepless nights. I got married that year. Luckily my wife is not here. She will be coming late, so I can say that. And I joined Toastmasters on that year. These two things will be staying with me till the time I breathe in this world. I can't leave my wife and Toastmasters because that has given me the name, the fame. If I am able to speak in front of you today, it's all because of Toastmasters. Thank you. Those who have seen me earlier, none of you, but only one person who knows me since 2014, might see a change in me. 2020, when I was elected as the VP Education of Kharghar Toastmasters Club, I thought that with the experience which I come from, I will change. I will make sure the benefit of the experience which I have, I pass it on to the members of Kharghar Toastmasters Club. Unfortunately, that didn't happen because that was the time of pandemic. I, in fact, learned a lot in this last 2 years. Recently, my office started. I went to office and my manager, my current manager, called me up and said, "Hey Chida, have you done any courses from any of the top IITs or IIMs?" I said no, because there has been a lot of change in you. And I introspect myself, and I thought that I didn't spend my time in doing any courses, but I spent my time organizing meetings, making sure that from 42 till 100, we reach 100. And that experience has helped me to be a better leader. I have learned a lot from each and everyone, the past, the present, the future members. Whenever I have interacted with you, I come to know, I have noted down everything whichever I have learned. And I am going to definitely use that in this in the future. So I like to thank you all, and I just like to conclude by saying that in Toastmasters, there are ample of opportunities where we can grow and learn. So whenever you get an opportunity to lead something or do something or take a role, I'd request that don't shy away. Because here is the place where you can come here, make mistake and get applause. So please take up roles, please don't run away from anything. And that is the only message which I would like to pass on. Thank you. And with that, I like to open the 100th Not Out meeting. I'd like to acknowledge few distinguished guests who are present over here, starting with the current term district officers. He's already standing. Please give a huge round of applause for Area Director Rohan Parak, Area M3. The incoming Area Director, Ma'am Sangeeta. She is yet to take the oath. She would be serving us from July 1st till June 2023. Thank you, Sangeeta ma'am. Our own, very own Gaurav Karnik, Area Director, Area M1. Where are you, Gaurav? Like always, he's not here. Thank you. And then we have, you'll be listening from him. I have been inspired by that person. The first time when I saw him, I just fall in love with that guy. Don't get me wrong, but yes, I tried to copy him. Even now, I'm not even 0.1% of what that guy is. So you'd be listening to him, but please give a huge round of applause. The first District Director of District 98, Dr. Brilliant S.K. Please applause for our very own member who has chartered a club, President of Accenture Executive Coach Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Yogesh Ahir. the incoming president of Kharghar Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Sham. And there are only 2 DTMs here, so I would like to acknowledge the presence of distinguished Toastmasters coming all the way from Jubail, from Thane, Godbandar, distinguished Toastmaster Ramanathan sir. I forgot one more thing. We have our very own Surendru sir who joined us today in the morning. Please acknowledge the presence. He is going to lead Airoli Bilingual Toastmasters Club. He is been elected as the president of Airoli Bilingual Toastmasters Club. If there is anybody else, please excuse me. Okay, so with that, there is one more announcement. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so with that, I have one more announcement. Last year we had 4 articles, 4 newsletters published, but this year we restricted it to only 1. And it gives me immense pleasure in telling you that our newsletter, Sino sir, please give a huge round of applause for my wife and my daughter. Till now I have not said anything wrong.
I have recorded it.
Please. It gives me immense pleasure in launching the Sinosure 2022. Thanks to the team, the newsletter editor Toastmaster Sham for doing all this work. I request Toastmaster Sham to please come here. Thank you, and this is for you. Thank you. The first article, please do read it when you get time. The learnings which I got in the last 2 years. The editor desk, Power of Narrative by current division director. He is going to visit us, Toastmaster Sanish. This is Gaurav Karnik and the newly elected ESCOM of Kharghar Toastmasters Club. Our very own DTM, Toastmaster Ron, unfortunately is not keeping well, hence he is not a part of this today's meeting, but his message. Our very own Surendru Sahu sir, message. Ananda Iyer. Let's go through. These are all the articles written by our members, past, present members. And I would definitely request everybody to please go through it. I will publish this newsletter once after the meeting is done. Please go and thank you all the people who have wrote this article. Thank you very much. With that, I would like to hand over the stage back to the Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Ananda Iyer, to go ahead with the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Ananda.
Thank you very much. So another big round of applause. Rule number 1 for DTM Sida. So this is going to be another wonderful opportunity for the families of our Toastmasters Club to mingle with each other and start giving those names or the faces to the names that you often hear when you're having a dinner or a breakfast in the morning. I spoke to Surendra Sahuji. Now, who is Surendra Sahu? There is Surendra Sahu. So the family members specifically have a fantastic opportunity to understand whom we passionately speak about on our dining tables and during our own interactions in the family. So great. So let's start off with a little bit of a fun activity. For those who are not Toastmasters, so within the Toastmasters, there is an opportunity for the speakers to test out their impromptu speaking skills. Okay, which is in a proper Toastmasters meeting, it's called as a table topic session. Yeah. So this is not going to be a table topic session, but this is going to be a little bit of a variety around that. So I need 6 of our existing Toastmasters to please come on the stage. 6 existing Toastmasters. Rule number 2 kicks in here. Participation is important. Please come in. Any 6 Toastmasters, please come. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, Amit. Thank you. So what we'll do is this. See if you can come on the stage. It's possible because 3 of you here, 3 of you here can stand. So do we have 6? So do we have 6? So one of you can hold this set of mic on this side. Yeah, and the people who are standing on this side can hold the other mic, please. Thank you. Kamleji. Okay. So this is fine. So you can start distributing these 6 chits amongst yourself. No particular sequence. Just distribute it, and you can even go through what is written on there. While you read that, I will just explain the rules to all of you. What's happening on those chits are some very simple words that are written down there. Okay. Now, what these 6 Toastmasters gentlemen would do is that on my prompt, they will get about 15 seconds or so to start off a story which is based on the first word that is there with Toastmaster Prabhakar. Okay, in about 15 seconds, I will ask him to stop. As he stops, the next Toastmaster has to pick up from wherever he has left, utilize the word that is written on his chit, and continue the story. Do you all get it? What's happening? Because this game is going to continue during the meeting. Progressively, we will have children also. So I've got some very simple topics for you children. Okay, so you also can participate in it, right? So you can read it, okay? But it's like going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6 and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? So you can look at the topics, that's not a problem at all. So you don't have to read what is written, but at my cue, you can start, and at my cue, you stop, and the next person starts. Okay? All set? You're all able to hear? Just please check your audio. Hello? Yeah?
Hello.
Yeah. Your audio? Hello. Okay, it's good. Because he is going to be the 4th. Going to be the 4th. Great. So, start.
So, there is one thing which is, I know that all people are having common, while, going for shopping and, that purchasing stuffs, and spending your earnings. So, credit card is one thing, which plays a huge role, in today's shopping behavior and...
As he said, last time I went to DMart and I had a wonderful towel, new towel. This is an article I don't like to share to anybody, to my wife as well my daughter. I never share this article. So this is an article that everybody needs in the morning time, and definitely everyone. It's to maintain a hygiene, we should not use others as well.
Stop.
So I understand you were speaking about towels. Now, in the shop, a person was using a towel and in came an animal with a long neck. You guessed it right? Long-necked animal? Yeah. Giraffe. And this giraffe knew how to use that towel. And it got a magic wand. By using the towel, it had so much of credit card facilities for him.
Stop.
Yeah, he was in that shop. The TV was on, so there was a huge news that surprised everyone that there wasn't any war, third war which coming, but that the Ukraine and all the things are was seen, and another war was there actually. Yes, that's
Stop.
Though we are aware that the Ukraine-Russia war was going on, so most of the times mountains areas are there, and many times what happens, it is very difficult for everyone to fight with each other when the mountains are there. When the mountains are there, the difficulties are like that. So you don't know whether the enemy is there or not. So advantages are there. Technology is there to search which part of that area one has to hit. But still, if you have the will to, definitely you will conquer over the wall.
We all know what is the significance mountains have, and it's pretty good to have mountain in our country or everywhere. But when I think about mountains, the one thing always comes in my mind, that is the first video cassette which I watched when I was approximately 8 years old. And when that video cassette was placed, I was mesmerized after watching everything. I never expected a video cassette can produce such kind of thing.
Stop. Continue with the story. You were saying the video cassettes, right?
Okay, yeah. So,
And with your story on credit cards.
yeah, so just like you said that about the video cassettes, we used to purchase, I remember in my childhood, we used to purchase a lot of video cassettes, new movies are coming, even though that the movie songs and all, we used to purchase a lot of video cassettes, and I know at that time we don't have the credit card. So even don't have, and money also we have, that's a very less amount of money we have.
The most important aspect, the color I like. I went to DMart and I had a towel with the credit card. I was having earlier, the color I had, black color, and then I came to home. My wife said, "Wow, what a beautiful color! Do you really know how to, do the shopping?"
Yes, so the black color, now the giraffe is yellow in color. And what happened was, it's now gone to Ukraine as well. Good? So it's snowing out there, long net, towel around the back, with a credit card in hand. What more can one ask for?
Stop.
Yes, because I have actually crossed my credit card balance because of Ukraine and Russia war prices. So petrol prices are very high. So every inflation was high due to that crisis, the war crisis. Due to that, my credit card bill is very high.
Stop.
Whenever I am approaching any mountains, I have one difficulty that I am not able to use my credit card anywhere. Though the Google Pay is working, but credit card I don't see anything. Those means I will be able to use it. So I don't think any use of that credit card whenever I am reaching or any.
Stop. Whether it's a credit card, mountains, everything we have, but the childhood which we have passed through, it doesn't come back. And mainly when I think about video cassette, VCR, VCP, they always come into my mind. I can buy everything from credit card, I can go somewhere to see the mountain and make myself relaxed, but the things which I enjoyed in my childhood, they can never ever come back.
Stop.
That's it.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So you could see how Toastmasters are able to kind of create stories from very thin words that are there in front of them. So the Toastmasters fraternity, their family members, is essentially helping the members to be able to think on their feet, to be able to convert their ideas into words, which is something that is very difficult for us to achieve. Another big round of applause for this six gentlemen. As you step down, please read the word that you had got so that they can correlate to what you are speaking.
Video cassette.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. For you,
It is wonderful article, towel.
towel. It's for you. Thank you very much.
I know you would have guessed credit card.
Credit card. Thank you very much.
Word was mountains.
Mountains. Thank you very much. Word was
Ukraine.
Ukraine. See, there's a completely different. He was talking about the Ukraine war. You could have wondered why he's talking about it, right? And
Hope you guessed it right, giraffe.
Giraffe. This is for you. Thank you very much. And a big round of applause once again. So, 100? Thank you very much. And with that, let us segue into a very inspirational part of the meeting today, where we are going to have a keynote address by. Let me just briefly introduce why Dr. Brilliant is so close to our hearts. DTM is Distinguished Toastmasters. That itself is something that inspires all of us. And most importantly, Dr. Brilliant was the first district director of District 98. Now, when I say district, please don't understand like our Raigad district or Thane district and so on. No. In Toastmasters fraternity, a district is much bigger. Okay, like District 98 would correspond to a large part of central India and southern India put together. Like starting from Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh together, and he was the district director, the first district director of Toastmasters in India. A very passionate individual, multi-talented. He does podcasts and he's into, of course, he works with Times Pro, if I'm not wrong, Times Pro, and he's an HR executive, a very good talent manager as well. And he very strongly believes that giving it back to the society, making others learn, is what makes one immortal. And that is the reason why DTM Brilliant, Dr. Brilliant is here with us to share his thought processes about how a Toastmasters fraternity can continue to grow and be successful. With a thunderous round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DTM Brilliant.
Kilele, आओ kilele. Together, everything is possible. 2015, when I took charge as the first district director, this was the song, and I had two babies, my son Ved and District 98. That was a time when we were not sure how life would change, what would be the goal that we should be following, what is the end result for us. And today when Chidanand spoke about his journey 2014, everything came as a flashback. It was nostalgic. It was a journey filled with ups and downs. And I'm sure we all believe and accept the fact that life cannot be a straight line. And so is the journey with Toastmasters. There are ups, there are downs, but that's the beauty about it. When you are up, you think about how do you stay there. And when you're down, you think about how do I move up and become better from where I am today. Unfortunately, when Chidanand's wife came in, he stopped speaking. But jokes apart, as people have rightly said, behind every successful man, there is a successful woman. So it's not just with Chidanand, but I'm sure everyone here would have their family members, either wives or husbands, who are supportive. And I'm telling this story because 14 years ago, he joined in 2014, but I'm talking of 14 years ago, just after Children's Day in the month of November, surfing channels on cable TV, 102 were the channels, slightly more than 100, but 100 not outright. I was surfing channels and just getting bored. And my wife was getting irritated, frustrated, angry at seeing me turn into a couch potato. And somewhere, something she would say, kuch kar. Right? Why are you sitting there? Because we all know you work for 5 days a week, and the 2 days that you get, you just don't need anything to do with work. You want to make sure that you're focusing all your energies on enjoying yourself, even if it is nonsense that is coming on television. So I was actually turning into a couch potato when something magical happened. My wife Vaishali used to work for the Times of India group, where one of our past district directors, Arvind, also used to work. And he casually mentioned about Toastmasters. And she said, what is this? And she understood, हाँ बोलता यार इसको बात करने बहुत अच्छा लगता है, let's make sure he goes there. So he pushed me out of that comfort zone and said, go and attend. Arrogant, proud and overconfident. IPO सुना होगा ना, ये APO है. I was really arrogant, I was proud and I was overconfident when I walked into that old building in Bandra. I just walked up, met a few people and everyone was like smiling and like, kya kaam nahi can go. That's the attitude with which I walked into that room. And slowly I started realizing that something is different. Something is different about the people here. Everyone was trying to make me comfortable and I'm like, pata hai mere ko. And then something happened. You saw a fun activity conducted by Anantha. Table topics. Right? You don't know what you're talking about and you're invited. And during the session, I was invited by the notorious table topics master then, way back in 2008, Dominic Costabir. He would come up with weird topics and would throw it at you like a googly. And I'm like, chalo dekhte. And I was not worried. I was in the last seat. Amitabh Bachchan wala style, sir ke piche haath rakhe, I was, bring it on. I never thought I'll go there. And it was told to me that everything is voluntary. If you want, you can participate. Well, like, kaun participate karega. But then, something changed. The TARY changed to TOLD. Voluntary and voluntold. I was invited to participate and I was saying no. He said, no, come. He gave me the topic. I went on stage. 1 minute, 35 seconds. Off in a jiffy. I really don't remember. I'm being honest. I don't remember the topic. I don't remember what I spoke. And when I went back to sit there on the last chair again, I started scratching my head and said, oh, I could have said this. I could have said this. I could have done this. This is what I have had the opportunity. And everything, the APO changed. And I started wondering, why was I not able to share what I thought was in me? It's my story, I could have said it. But that's the problem, my dear friends. How many of you use cloud drive today to save photographs, data, information? What is the maximum capacity you have? 3 GB? That's it? 15. How much? 100 GB. Unlimited. So let me tell you something. You heard of the largest USB drive ever made? Dimag. है ना? That's capable of storing so much of information that when you need it, everything comes at the same time and you go blank. And I did not realize that day in the month of November 2008 when I walked into that meeting that I'll go blank. I used to participate in elocution competition. I used to participate in debates and I was comfortable being a speaker. I was a youth leader with Rotract, youth wing of Rotary. So I said, bring it on. But something changed that day. Something changed drastically that made me sit and, as Chida said, introspect. Identify what went wrong. Why was I not able to recollect what happened? Right? Everything is there. And that's when an unfortunate journey for my wife began. She still curses the day she pushed me out of that comfort zone. She says, वो क्या दिन था जिस दिन मैंने तुझे घर से बाहर निकाला? अभी तो तू सिर्फ Toastmasters का है. And that's the truth. Because our past international president, the first female president, had said that if you get out of Toastmasters what you have to get out of Toastmasters, you will never get out of Toastmasters. And it gets into your blood. So I kept thinking, why Why do people come and join Toastmasters? Why do they continue their journeys? Flashback 2014 से एक साल पहले 2013, my first international convention, I offered to be a volunteer. And offering to be a volunteer is a big job. Right? It means you have to take care of all the delegates who come in, and we were given a desk of directing people to the right location. And with me, I had Amy Jackson, 89-year-old lady. And I was like, 89. And casually I asked her, Amy, why are you at Toastmasters? And she just paused, smiled, and told me one beautiful thing. She said, brilliant. I am in the business of impacting young minds. If I don't know how I can communicate and impact lives better, how do you think I can make a change? And 89 years, so I wanted to poke her more, and I asked her, how many years have you been a member? And she asked me, what's your age? So without disclosing my age at that time, she was a member for the last 34 years then. And I was almost just crossed 34 at that point of time. You can imagine, if a member is so passionate to make a change and leverage Toastmasters to benefit not just for you but for the community, I think that's the beauty about Toastmasters. We are unfortunate. I mean, we as in all those who see here with hair on head, some people don't have white hair. Why? Because we never had the opportunity to join Toastmasters at the right time. The right time is 18 years, the entry. And before that, you have something better, which is Gavels. And I think Kharghar has a Gavels club, which is functioning very well. And today in the morning, I was a judge at one of the Gavels contest. And it is so good to see those young minds come up with creative ideas, thoughts. I mean, yeah, it may not be practical at certain time, but soch badhao. You know, there is some statement which says, "Jitni badi soch." That's what happened. The bigger you think, the possible outcomes can be bigger. कौन कहता है कि आसमां में सुराख नहीं हो सकता? एक पत्थर. The idea is not to scare people. The idea is to say, you're here, you can be there. And sorry Chidanand, but you should not be comparing to me, but I can tell you with confidence, I have seen Chidanand from the first day. I have seen him grow. I still remember when we were asking him to take up a role, he said, Baba, nahi. But then he took it up and then he's grown. And that's the beauty. I still remember, I'll not take the name of the company, but he was the one person who, along with another member, Hitendra, were fighting to make sure that the club was sustaining. And I still remember the efforts they put in. We did open houses, we did connects, and every single time, Chidanand was there. So yes, you don't need to start strong. The only thing is you need to start. And if you're able to start, you can be strong. As someone has rightly said, to be dad. Fill in the blanks. Huh? To be or not to be? Arre baap re, Shakespeare. To start, you don't need to be great. But to be great, you need to start. And that is the start which I want. Please, this is a formal session where you're seeing everyone in suit and boot, but we have fun. Even in suit and boot, we have fun. And you will see that in every session that you attend. I am excited because I'm seeing a physical gathering after a long time. And let me tell you, almost a similar crowd was there when the last physical session happened in Kharghar. Everything that could fail, failed. Projector did not work. Ye nahi hua. So Sham here was my projector man. He was standing with my laptop. There was an education session. Why did he want to step up, right? Honestly, nahi chala. But that's the beauty. We want to make sure that the session happens. And when you do it selflessly, it becomes evident that you want to give back. And that's what most Toastmasters love to do. Give back so that we can grow and become better. I can see some shining star sitting out there. You know, one star here, one star there, two ends. And it's like bouncing and I'm like, what's happening? So here's Vinay who's joined us. Vinay. He is also a great example of how he has leveraged Toastmasters. There are thousands of stories, as I said, but we don't have the time to cover all the 1,000. Most important for all of you to remember is explore, experiment, and enjoy. This stage reminds me of my project 4. No, project 5 was body language, right? Project 5. Your body speaks from the traditional manual. And I'm sharing this because that also gives you the fun part of Toastmasters. I had a project to deliver on the topic which was focused on your body speaks, which means using your body language effectively. I had mentally prepared everything and I was set, and suddenly the venue was demolished. The venue was not available. And we moved into a new venue which had a raised platform. And remember, mentally what I had practiced was on the ground. And I was talking about my life traveling in trains. Mumbai mein to that's what it is. And I called it the other family. You have a family in your train. And one of the situations was, I was explaining how I was pushed out of the train at Dadar. I didn't realize that there was a platform. I slipped, I fell on my right shoulder, it hurt and I was in pain. But I continued the speech, and the beauty of the speech, end of it came from the evaluator. She said, Rukmini Iyer was the evaluator. She said, brilliant, I could sense the pain in your eyes when you... I wish I could have told her it was real. But that's life, right? You learn, you have fun, you fall, you stumble, you get up and you keep going. 2013, Kresian Vasilev, the world champion, changed by a tire. He said, your skills may be rusty, your knowledge may be limited, but you will change if you reach out. Please reach out to the Toastmasters Club. If you are thinking, stop. Join today, become a member, avail of the benefits, and someday in future, I would love to see you here delivering a story about how Toastmasters changed you and your life. Thank you for having me over. All the best. And 100. Thank you.
Oh, that was an exhilarating speech for all of us. Excuse me, please. So as a token of appreciation for this keynote speech, let me call upon our President, DTM Chidanand Pradhan, to felicitate Dr. Brilliant. Dr. Brilliant. Let the applause keep coming. So that was indeed a very, very informative session from Dr. Brilliant, and I see that we have got a lot of guests here who have who are participating probably in the Toastmasters meeting for the first time. And I'm also seeing some of our earlier Toastmaster members who have come and rejoined us for this meeting today. And I urge each one of you to don't think, join. Okay. So let's do that and then have more members into the fraternity and we can all grow together. DTM, Dr. Brilliant spoke about the young people, right? So let's have some fun with the young people out here. So I need 6 of you young students, young children to be here. Rule number 2 kicks in, participation, very quickly. A big round of applause. Wait, that's good. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You take a mic, you take a mic. Come on, come on. Come, come, come. Come, try, come, 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 come. Come, please come. 5, one more, 6. Come, 6, yeah, that's good. So that those are 6 of you, right? 6 of you, okay? So you saw the first game, right? You saw the first game. You saw the first time when other uncles were standing on the stage and they were talking about something. We'll do the same with you also, okay? Please check the mic for you in the meanwhile.
Hello. Hello.
So let's see how these children are going to be performing better than the adults, okay? I'm sure they will do that. So let me give you some chits here. You all know to read, right? So you can just read this word loudly. Read this word loudly. Read this word loudly. 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 So you all have you all have, yes, you all have a word with you, right? So you know the rules, right? So you can stand a little bit here. You come here. You come here. You be in the middle. You come here. You come here. Yeah. Be in the middle. One of the mics you can give to this side so that these 3 people can share this one mic and you 3 can share your mic, okay? So the thing is, when I say start, you have to start a story based on your word. When I say stop, you have to stop and she continues the story on your word. Okay? And it goes like this. You got it? Take your time to think, understand your word, take your time to think and then speak. Got it? Ready? To go? Who will go first? You will go first? Ved will go first. Ved will go first. Ved, you can start with your word and your story now.
Yesterday evening when I came home from playing down, I was reading a book when suddenly my tooth started paining. Then I started pressing it and then suddenly it became so loose that I had to pull it out.
Stop. You go. Wow. So he had a tooth pain and he pulled out the tooth. What happened next? Continue from there and see what you can relate to the word that you are having. Anything? Yeah, go on.
Okay, she said we have taken the tooth out, so then my leg are
What's the word that you have got?
socks.
You put the thing in the socks and threw it away. Yeah?
I put it in the socks and threw it in the dustbin.
The dustbin. That's good. That's good. So you take it from there. So she threw the tooth, put in the socks and she threw it in the dustbin. What happened next? With your word. What's your word?
Line.
So you make a story out of that. The lion came. Did the lion find the socks?
Hello.
Think and say something. The lion came and picked up the socks and then said, "Oh my God, this is a human tooth. Let me find out where this and let me go and grab him."
The lion had lost his tooth.
So you tell. You have to tell. You have to tell. Try telling. Try telling something about a lion. How does a lion roar?
Lion.
How does it roar? And does the lion have a teeth? Does the lion have teeth? Yeah, what happens if the teeth falls down?
Then it cannot be eaten.
Yeah, but then he can put it in the socks now. Yeah, good. Just give it to her. Yeah. What's your word?
Nepal.
Oh, that's simple. So what happened to the lion after the tooth fell down? Did it go to Nepal?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them, how did the lion go to Nepal? Did the lion take a flight? Go by bus? Go by road? Say something about how the lion went to Nepal. What did the lion do? Does the lion work in a circus?
Yeah.
Yes. Can circus go to Nepal?
Yeah.
So can the lion go to Nepal? In a circus?
Yeah.
Yes, tell that. Lion went to Nepal in a circus.
I am going to Nepal on circus.
That's good. Yes, good. That's a good thing. Over to you. Yeah.
My word is drawing book.
Yeah, please.
Then suddenly lion goes to his cave and suddenly he starts to think that should I draw something in drawing book? Then he suddenly makes his drawing.
That's nice. Very good. About you now.
My word is mango.
Mango.
Yes.
Go on.
I eat a mango.
The lion was there. What happened to the lion suddenly?
The lion is think about mango and
Good. Right. That's right. Good. Try. Whatever she said. Speak it out. Come on, speak it out. Tell something.
then is cut mango and eat.
So the lion cut the mango and ate it. That's so nice. Thank you very much. So this is what happens when you want to speak out and your words are not coming out, right? So you have to keep on practicing. You have to keep on practicing about how to speak in front of people, and that will help you to be a confident person, right? A big round of applause to all of them. Thank you very much. You can keep the mics down there and take your chocolates and back to your seat. Thank you very much. Let the applause keep on happening. 100? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well done. That's fine. You can keep it. Rohan. So, Toastmasters is where leaders are made. Yeah? So, Toastmasters is where leaders are made, and the way we make leaders is by allowing them or giving them opportunities to take up roles in the various meetings at the club level. That's the starting point. Dr. Bridal was mentioning about CORE, taking up roles is important. So as the individuals start taking up various roles within the Toastmasters club levels, they have to take up roles which will be the leadership roles as well. And one of the good parts about the Toastmasters club is that these leadership roles keep on changing. You don't have a fixed person who continues to be the president, who continues to be the secretary and so on, right? So the roles keep on changing every year. And how does that happen? It happens through a very beautiful process called as elections, the club elections. So we had our club elections in the month of June, and it is time for us to now have the installation ceremony of the upcoming 2022-2023 years EXCOM. And this event is going to be conducted by our charter member, Toastmaster Rohan Parag. Toastmaster Rohan has been in the Toastmasters fraternity for a very long time, and he is currently the area director of Area M3, which contains 5 clubs. So he's a great mentor who has been able to spare a lot of his time to not only be a guide to our Kharghar Toastmasters Club, but he is also guiding 5 other Toastmasters clubs like this to grow. A big round of applause to Toastmaster Rohan. Toastmaster Rohan will be doing the installation ceremony of the XCOM, followed by the acceptance speech by the incoming president, Toastmaster Shah. Over to you, Toastmaster Rohan. All the best.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. It's my privilege and honor to install the incoming XCOM for the Kharghar Toastmasters Club here today. Before we start the installation ceremony, it's important that we also discharge the existing executive committee from their duties. So I would like to request all the executive committee members of the current term to please come here on the stage for a moment. Toastmaster Shidanand, Gaurav, Dr. Ajay Kale, Shovik is not here, Prabhakar, Ayush Mishra. Alright, so we have Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Shovik, who is not with us in this meeting today, Toastmaster Prabhakar, who has been the treasurer for the club, Toastmaster Ayush, who has taken up the role of the secretary, VP, where is Dr. Kale? He's not here? Oh, Dr. Ajay Kale is not here, who was VP of Public Relations, VP Membership, Nilesh Shukla, again not here today, VP Education, Toastmaster Gaurav, and President Toastmaster Chidaran Pradhan. I hereby discharge you all from all further duties and responsibilities as the officers of Kharghar Toastmasters Club with effective midnight 30th June 2022. So you still have a few days. Thank you and big round of applause, everyone. So now we will move on to the installation ceremony of the Executive Committee of the Kharghar Toastmasters Club, club number 7231185, and to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead of them. Their collective challenge is to make this club strong and dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to listen with sensitivity, think creatively, and speak in an effective manner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly describe the responsibilities of each officer as I call each of them here as they take the oath for their respective roles. We don't have all the incoming executive committee members available in the meeting today due to some unforeseen circumstances, but I'll still, at least for the knowledge of everyone here, read out the names of the incoming executive committee. The Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Himangi Salunke, Treasurer, Toastmaster Nilesh Shukla, Secretary, Toastmaster Pramod Limbhare, Vice President Public Relations, Toastmaster Amit Sharma, Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Arvind Krishna, Vice President Education, Toastmaster Ajay Kale, and President Toastmaster Shyam. So I will request the officers who are available in this meeting today, as you are called, please come here on the stage and place your right hand on your heart to symbolize the accept, or rather we'll have the gavel in place today. So please hold on this gavel that is available here on the right hand side, right hand of yours, as you would take the oath. And I will, once the oath is read, that I'll do it for you, you are requested to respond by saying I will at the end of it. Alright? So Toastmaster, the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Himangi Salunke is not here. We'll make sure that the installation for her happens in a subsequent meeting. Similarly, Toastmaster Nilesh Shukla, Treasurer, is also not here. Secretary Toastmaster Pramod is here. Toastmaster Pramod, please. Big round of applause. Toastmaster Pramod, the duties of Secretary are to keep an accurate record of the members, submit the officer list to Toastmasters International after election, and keep the club charter, constitution, bylaws and minutes. Holding the gavel in your right hand, will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities? Yes, I will. Congratulations. Next would be VP of Vice President of Public Relations, Toastmaster Amit Sharma. Toastmaster Amit, the duties of Vice President Public Relations are to promote the club to the local media, spread the word about membership programs, and attend Toastmasters event. Holding the gavel in your right hand symbolizes the acceptance of your leadership for this role. Will you perform the duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Congratulations. Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Arvind. Big round of applause. Toastmaster Arvind, as Vice President Membership, your duties are to conduct ongoing membership building programs, explain the educational program to prospective members and ask them to join, and follow up on new members and absent members. Holding the gavel on your right hand symbolizes the acceptance of your leadership. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Vice President of Education Toastmaster Ajay Kale is not here, so we'll move on to the last but not least, of course, President of the club, Toastmaster Shyam. Toastmaster Shyam, having been elected as the President of Kharghar Toastmasters Club, you are its Chief Executive Officer and will be expected to preside at all the meetings, including regular and special meetings of the Executive Committee. It's your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their educational goals. It's also your challenge to see that your club helps the area, division, district, and Toastmasters International to meet their goals. This particular position is a symbol of power and authority given to you by the club of this membership of this club. Use it wisely and with restraint. You are a member of your team as well as a leader. And a team is more than a collection of people. It's an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all members with the common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. So work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic club, a club which everyone will be proud of. Holding the gavel on your right hand symbolizes the acceptance of the leadership. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
It is my pleasure now to declare, so we'll also do the installation of Toastmaster Ajay Kale as Vice President of Education. Toastmaster Ajay, can you just hold on? Yeah. Duties of Vice President Educations are to plan successful meetings to help members achieve their educational goals, orient new members to the Toastmasters program as soon as they join, and monitor members' progress. Holding the gavel on your right hand symbolizes the acceptance of your leadership. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes.
Thank you. It's my pleasure now to declare these Toastmasters installed into offices, and they will start their term from 1st of July 2022. Now, the club is all about its members, right? So I would like all the members and rather everyone here to stand up for a commitment to the club as well, to the executive committee. As a symbol of your commitment, if you don't mind putting your right hand on your heart. The growth and development of the Toastmasters program in Kharghar Toastmasters Club depends largely upon the action of this group. On your honor as members of Toastmasters, do you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club, live with it, and work with it throughout of the coming year?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Big round of applause again. I request the outgoing president, Toastmaster Chidanand Pradhan, to please come on stage. Just for the benefit of everyone, Toastmaster Chidanand is also the member of this executive committee as the immediate past president. Toastmaster Chidanand will, as a gesture of hand over the power, would you like to hand over the pin and the gavel to the incoming president?
These things happens only in Toastmasters, not in politics. You must have seen right now what happening in Maharashtra government.
All right. Congratulations to the incoming committee and congratulations and thank you to the outgoing executive committee. And with that, I am going to hand over the mic to the incoming president of the club, Toastmaster Sham. And before that, of course, we'll have a group picture. Now I invite the incoming president of the club, Toastmaster Shan, to give his address. Over to you.
Thank you, installation officer, respected dignitaries, district officials, area and club officials, presiding officer, guests, and lovely children. A warm good evening to one and all. Thank you. We innovated, we changed, and we conquered. This is indeed a very historic moment in my life. As I assume the mantle of leadership of this august club, my heart swells with pride. But I am humbled by the trust and confidence that all of you have reposed to take on this onerous responsibility. First of all, I thank the nomination committee for believing in me and considering me worthy of this worthy office. But for my mentor, distinguished Toastmaster Suresh Kumar, and the support of my family, I would not be standing here before you. Distinguished Toastmaster Chidanand and his team have placed Kharghar Toastmasters Club at a pedestal, true to its legacy yet. The last year has been a truly amazing ride for our club. It was euphoric. Winners at various contests. There was a frenetic pace, meetings after meetings. There was effervescence in the form of Kharghar Premier League. And then there was a method in the form of educational workshops. We beat COVID in its own den. And then there was gamification. We won numerous awards in the division. We have our own Toastmaster Gaurav taking over the reins of the area M3, succeeding Toastmaster Rohan, who led with distinction. There cannot be a healthier situation for me to take charge. And that is where the challenge begins. I have a fantastic team in place for the new term. We as a team are fortunate to have been empowered right at the start. Today's meeting is showcasing it already. The wealth of experience and talent is our strength. Camaraderie is omnipresent. Kharghar, since its inception in 2019, has quality as its birthright. As we are empowered, there is no second option but to excel. We as a team shall leave no stone unturned to continue our charge, maintaining the quality and the high ideals that Kharghar Toastmasters has always stood for. In the process, we evolve as we progress, accepting changes and challenges. We shall evolve together as a club, and every member will evolve and grow into the speaker and the leader that he dreams to be. Growth will be built on the strong foundation in the true Toastmaster spirit of sharing and growing. It is with these three ideals and goals that my theme for this year will be Empower, Excel, Evolve. The three E's. The three E's in addition to what distinguished Toastmaster Brilliant was telling about earlier. In Toastmaster Ajay, there will be no dearth of effort in ensuring that all education attributes are fulfilled. Building and sustaining a good member base is in the able hands of the affable Toastmaster Aravind. Bringing a unique and vibrant flair will be led by Toastmaster Amit as the Vice President Public Relations. We have inherited healthy financials, and to sustain it will be under the able hands of Toastmaster Nilesh. To keep note of all the happenings during meeting, we have the articulate Toastmaster Pramod. To ensure orderliness and preparedness, we have Toastmaster Hemangi. And then there is me, who will ensure that we will all work as a well-oiled machine with clockwork precision. A team that will churn out music, producing a perfect symphony and no jarring notes. But all these ideals will bring us no success unless we get the support and active participation of each member. We seek your blessings and support, and let me assure you that we shall run that extra mile to serve you to exceed your expectations. Let us learn together, serve together to empower, excel, evolve, and make Kharghar Toastmasters Club the best club in District 98. Let us begin this journey today. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Shyam, President Toastmaster Shyam, for showing us the way forward, the picture forward of what's going to happen in the next 1 year. And are we all excited about this? Yes. 100 not out? Yeah. Some of the spouses of the ExCom members who were being installed were a little worried when this was happening. Add to it what Dr. Brilliant said in the beginning, right? That he was pushed by his spouse to be a Toastmaster. So they were actually looking at an opportunity to see if they can still push the other way around. But don't worry, your Toastmaster husbands are in safe hands. A sense of humor is a major defense against minor troubles, especially when the trouble is coming from your boss or from your spouse. And what can be better combination when the humor is coming from somebody who is also a professor, isn't it? So it's a pleasure and my delight to invite Anand Subramaniam, who is a
An artist by passion, he owns his own private institute in a place which is very close to my heart, Dombivli. So when we talk of Dombivli, we usually kind of get an imagination of a crowded place and so much of rush, and if a pin drops, it will not fall on the ground. That crowded is Dombivli, but let us welcome with a thunderous round of applause, Anand Subramanian.
Thank you everyone. How are you? How's the Josh? How's the Josh? Yes, okay. Actually, I'm a professor by profession. I take math and I take accounts as well. Okay, so math में आपको पाई मालूम रहेगा, right? Yes. And accounts का मतलब हिसाब, right? और मेरी बीवी जो है मेरी पाई का हिसाब लेती है. Okay, I come from a place called as Dombivli. कितने लोगों ने सुना है डोंबिवली? Okay, great. कितने लोग गए हो डोंबिवली में? Okay, fine. यानी यहाँ पे almost 60% लोग हैं जो लोग अब तक सिर्फ सुना है डोंबिवली, गया नहीं है. Okay, so I'll just give you an idea कि मैं कहाँ से आता हूँ, क्या है करके, ठीक है? See, Dombivli is a place which has no place. डोंबिवली से प्लेस, यहाँ पे आई लव कारगर किधर लिखा है? आई लव कारगर वगैरह, हाँ. डोंबिवली से प्लेस जहाँ पे आई लव डोंबिवली भी डोंबिवली के बाहर लिखा है. ओके, डोंबिवली से प्लेस जहाँ पे वी डोंट हैव स्पीड ब्रेकर्स, वी हैव बोन ब्रेकर्स. इट विल डेफिनेटली, मे बी इट मे नॉट रिड्यूस योर स्पीड, बट डेफिनेटली इट विल रिड्यूस योर बोन्स and break your bones. And then when we go to the hospital, what happens is, the hospital is in the 4th floor, without lifts. Okay, वहाँ पे एक बार अदनान सामी गिरा था और तभी उसने गाना बनाया, थोड़ी सी तो लिफ्ट करा दो करके. डोंबिवली से प्लेस जहाँ पे इतना पोल्यूशन है, मेरी गूगल वाली बाई है ना, ओके, जीपीएस वाली बाई, उसको भी दमा हो गया है. आई कैरी दैट स्प्रे, उसको स्प्रे मारते रहता हूँ बीच में, तब जाके उसका दमा निकलता है. डोंबिवली इज अ प्लेस द प्लेस वेयर आई स्टे. वहाँ पे ओला बुक करता हूँ ना, थैंक यू, यहाँ पे रख देना, यहाँ पे 2-3 ग्लास रख देना, थैंक यू. डोंबिवली से प्लेस जहां पे पानी की तकलीफ भी है. डोंबिवली से प्लेस जहां पे मैं ओला बुक करता हूं तो ओला वाला एक जगह पे रुक जाता है, खड़ा हो जाता है, और मुझे यहां से, मेरे घर से वहां तक जाने के लिए रिक्शा बुक करना पड़ता है. डोंबिवली से प्लेस जहां पे स्विगी में ऑर्डर करता हूं, मेरे घर पे स्विगी वाला खाना डिलीवर करता है और उसके अलावा उसका रेसिग्नेशन भी दे देता है. डोंबिवली से प्लेस, आपके यहाँ पे सिग्नल्स है राइट, ट्रैफिक सिग्नल्स? यस, हमारे यहाँ पे सिग्नल्स चालू किया था लास्ट 15 दिन में. जब सिग्नल शुरू किया ना, तब ज़्यादा ट्रैफिक हुआ. हम लोग डोंबिवली से लिटरेट सिटी, हम लोग समझ जाते हैं, हमको सिग्नल्स का सब जरूरत नहीं है. हम लोग सब आंखों में समझ जाते हैं सब. ओके, वो गाना है ना, आंखों में इशारा हो गया, डोंबिवली वालों के लिए कि हम लोग समझ जाते क्या क्या करना है, कैसे जाना है, तो वी नो इट. एंड डोंबिवली से प्लेस, अपने बीच में मालूम है सिग्नल ऐप वगैरह सब आया था. सिग्नल ऐप, व्हाट्सएप में ही हम लोग को बता रहे कि व्हाट्सएप क्यों खराब है, राइट, और सिग्नल ऐप वगैरह. हाँ, सो डोंबिवली इज अ प्लेस वेयर सिग्नल इज इंस्टॉल्ड, और सिग्नल ऐप और डोंबिवली के सिग्नल में एक चीज कॉमन है, बोथ आर इंस्टॉल्ड बट नेवर यूज्ड. सो ये हुआ डोंबिवली के बारे में. अब आपको मैं ये बताऊंगा कि अभी आज तो मैं प्रोफेसर हूं, टुडे आई एम ए प्रोफेसर, बट मैं चोर बनने वाला था. यस, आई वॉज अबाउट टू बिकम ए थीफ. तो मैं आज आपको ये बताऊंगा कि मैं चोर बनते बनते कैसे बचा. ओके, हाउ मेनी, आई बिलीव सब 80s 90s के किड्स है ना यहाँ पे, अपार्ट फ्रॉम द मिलेनियल 80s 90s के किड्स भी है, राइट? तो 80s 90s के बहुत सारे किड्स रहेंगे, उसके पहले वाले भी रहेंगे, राइट? सो आई जस्ट टेल यू, by the way, before starting, brilliant, you have been brilliant यार, जबरदस्त. ओके, आई वॉज रियली इंस्पायर्ड, बहुत अच्छा लगा। अरे बहुत साल के बाद मैं ऐसे स्टूडेंट सुन रहा था, रियली इट वॉज रियली नाइस। सो हाँ, मैं बोल रहा था कि मैं चोर बनते बनते कैसे बचा। अपने को मालूम है कि स्टेट बोर्ड का अप्रैल 14 या 13 को एग्ज़ाम ख़त्म होता था, और अप्रैल 15 को हम लोग को आउटिंग बोल के एक जगह लेके जाते थे। वो होता था मम्मी के डैडी का घर या मम्मी का मम्मी डैडी का घर। आउटिंग बोल के इंटिंग में लेके जाता था, गाँव में लेके जाता था। ये आउटिंग कैसा हुआ मुझे आज तक, सबसे बड़ा स्कैम ये अर्शद मेहता का स्कैम अभी हुआ है। सबसे बड़ा स्कैम तो वो था, जाएंगे बोल के गाँव में लेके जाते। और गाँव में आप तभी सब क्या, अपने पास आजकल इतने पैसे हैं, तभी हम लोग ट्रेन में जाते थे, याद है? डू यू रिमेंबर ट्रेन का ट्रैवल? यस। आपको थोड़ा उस जमाने में लेके जाता हूँ। तो ट्रेन में ट्रैवल करने के टाइम मम्मी, हम लोग और पापा को क्यों लेके जाते थे हम लोग? याद है वो? हाँ, नहीं, सामान तो, अरे एक चीज जो पापा करते तो कोई नहीं करता था, वो था स्टेशन में उतर के पानी भरने का काम। पापा को लेके जाता पानी भरने के लिए। और जब पापा उतरते थे स्टेशन में, कितना लोगों को डर लगता था? सबको डर लगता था, अरे पापा घूम जाएंगे, पापा घूम जाएंगे, बराबर। ये डर सबको लगता था, मुझे भी बचपन में इतना डर लगता था। और इसका रीजन क्या, मतलब क्या इसका रीजन है? सब बॉलीवुड का फालतू मूवीज, वो जमाने का। वो जमाने में कैसा होता था, एक मेले में जाएंगे, एवरीथिंग इज हैपनिंग, जहां पे कुछ खुशी है ना, वहां पे देयर इज अ ट्रेजेडी वेटिंग टू हैपन। लोग उधर खुश है, सब अच्छा सा चल रहा है, एक मेले में जाएंगे। जैसा मेले में गए, थोड़ी देर में पापा गुम गए। अरे पापा गुम गए तो 2 घंटा रुको ना, मेला खत्म हो जाएगा, पापा मिल जाएगा। लेकिन नहीं, पापा गुम गए बोल के ये लोग घर पे आ जाते हैं, और सडनली पापा के सिर पे कुछ तो गिर जाता है, उसको एमनीशिया हो जाता है, भूल जाता है वो। एंड सडनली आई डोंट नो वो जमाने के पिक्चर में क्या प्रॉब्लम था, जैसे ये लोग घर पे आते हैं, सडनली सब मनी लेंडर्स ये लोग सब आके घर पे खड़े हो जाते हैं, हमारा पैसा वापस दो। और जो मम्मी है उस जमाने में पापा लोग एक फिक्स था, पापा का एकदम जबरदस्त काम, मम्मी लोग अनपढ़ फिक्स। और पापा का जो घर है, बंगला है, वो बेच देगा मम्मी ने, और मम्मी क्या करेगी, अभी किसी के घर की काम वाली बनेगी, स्टैंडर्ड रूल। और उसका बेटा, 2 बेटे लोग हैं, एक बड़ा और एक छोटा। बड़ा बेटे को छोटा बेटे का भूख बर्दाश्त नहीं होगा, और वो चोरी करेगा। और वो क्या चोरी करेगा? पाव। पाव क्या चोरी करने का चीज है? कुछ चोरी करने का अच्छा कुछ चोरी करो ना, कुछ मस्त सोना चांदी। अरे 2 साल का नाम का हर दिन पाव चोरी का, हर दिन मार खाएगा, बराबर। और मैं मेरा घर का बड़ा बेटा था, और मेरे को पाव पसंद भी नहीं था। तो एवरी टाइम डैड इज गोइंग डाउन द ट्रेन, मेरे को सर यार नहीं, मेरे को पाव चोरी नहीं करने का है। पापा के बारे में फिक्र नहीं है मेरे को, मेरे बारे में फिक्र है। और वो सब पिक्चर में क्या होता था, लास्ट में अभी मिलना है ना सब लोग को, दे हैव टू मीट। अब वो छोटा बेटा जो है, बड़ा बेटा चोर है, अब छोटा बेटा पुलिस बनेगा, और पुलिस बने के वो नालायक उसी भाई का पीछा करेगा जिसने उसके पाव, तभी मजा है बहुत पाव खाने में। अब उसका पीछा करेगा। अब पिक्चर में जो छोटा पैर बड़ा होएगा, बड़ा भाई का पैर। अब वो नॉर्मल सादा सा ट्राउजर वाउजर पहना रहेगा अभी, लेकिन वो अच्छा ब्लेजर वेजर पहनकर। मुझे ये नहीं समझ, तेरे पास ब्लेजर है, तेरे पास हाथ में ब्रीफकेस है, तो कार में जाना, भाग क्यों रहा है? इतना पैसा लेके भागेगा, और ये पीछे पीछे जाएगा। एंड देन सडनली अभी बड़ा जो बेटा है वो होटल में जाएगा, और होटल में जाके ताश खेलेगा। ताश तो खेलना चाहिए ना, होटल में गए तो ताश खेलेगा, क्लब। और जो छोटा बेटा है वो बेस बदल के एक छोटा सा मुच्ची लगा के आएगा, ताकि उसका भाई को समझे नहीं कि वो आया है, ठीक है। अब मम्मी का प्रमोशन हो गया, वो घर पे बर्तन नहीं मांज रही है, वो होटल में बर्तन मांज रही है। पापा जो है अमनीशिया से थोड़ा सुधर के अभी होटल में वेटर का काम कर रहा है, वही होटल में वेटर का काम चल रहा है। अब बड़ा बेटा जो है वो ताश खेल रहा है, और छोटा बेटा जैसा इधर में स्टैंड अप कर रहा है, वो प्रोफेशनल है पुलिस वाला, लेकिन बीच बीच में गाना पीना गाता है, वो गाना गाएगा। कौन सा? उनका फैमिली सॉन्ग, यादों की बारात, ऐसा करके। फिर सडनली बाप को गाना याद आएगा, माँ को गाना याद आएगा, बड़ा बेटा, सब लोग मिलेगा एकदम। अब बड़ा भाई का सब चोरी मेरी सब माफ। नाउ देयर इज अ हैप्पी एंडिंग। बट मेरा प्रॉब्लम वो नहीं था, वी डिड नॉट हैव ए फैमिली सॉन्ग। तो घूमेगा तो मिलेगा कैसा? तो मेरा प्रॉब्लम ये था कि वी डिड नॉट हैव फैमिली सॉन्ग। फिर बाद में क्या हुआ, 1991 में देयर वाज लिबरलाइजेशन, प्राइवेटाइजेशन एंड ग्लोबलाइजेशन। उसमें फिर क्या हो गया, बॉटल में पानी मिलने लगा, और मेरा डैडी कभी स्टेशन में उतरा नहीं। इस तरीके से मैं चोर बनते बनते बच गया। ओके, तो है ना? ओके ओके ओके। अब हेलो 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 हेलो। अब ये हुआ स्टैंड अप। अब थोड़ा सा मिमिक्री करते हैं। अलग अलग ट्रांसपोर्ट्स, अलग अलग जो ट्रांसपोर्ट्स है उसकी आवाज़ें किस तरीके से आएगी आपको सुनाता हूँ। सबसे पहले हमारा फेवरेट ऑटो रिक्शा। अब घोड़ा 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 दौड़ रहा है। नेक्स्ट रेलगाड़ी। नेक्स्ट एरोप्लेन। अब ना अलग अलग जो सिंगर्स है उनको क्या है ना, उनका गाना ही याद रहता है, तो कोई भी दूसरा गाना गाएगा ना वो उनके ट्यून में गाएंगे। तो अब देखते हैं हम लोग, जो मुकेश जी है उनको गाना मिलता है टन 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 टारा। तो देखिए वो किस तरीके से गाएंगे मुकेश जी। टन 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 टारा चलती है क्या 9 से 12, 9 से 12 रात की शो की 2 टिकटें हैं, चलती है क्या 9 से 12, 9 से 12 टन टन टना टन 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 तारा। अब सत्या मूवी में गाना था ना, गोली मार भेजे में, ये गाना मिलता है हमारे हरिहरन साहब को, और हरिहरन साहब ने जस्ट गाना गाया था बाहों के दरमियान। तो देखिए किस तरीके से हरिहरन साहब गाना गाएंगे। गोली मार भेजे में भेजा शोर करता है, भेजा की सुनेगा तो मरेगा कल्लू, कल्लू मामा गोली मार भेजे में। यही गाना अल्ताफ राजा को मिलता है। तो अल्ताफ राजा देखिए किस तरीके से गाना गाएगा, तुम तो तेरे परदेसी वाला। ठीक है, अगर याद रहेगा तो आप लोगों को याद है गाना। देखिए अल्ताफ राजा।
गोली मार भेजे में भेजा शोर करता है, गोली मार भेजे में भेजा शोर करता है, भेज की सुनेगा तो मरेगा कल्लू मामा, भेज की सुनेगा तो मरेगा कल्लू मामा।
अब 90s में, अब तो सब लोग इंटरनेट सर्फ करते हैं, बराबर, इंटरनेट सर्फ करते हैं। 90s के टाइम में हम लोग चैनल सर्फ करते थे। तो देखिए अलग अलग चैनल में जब लोग आते हैं, अलग अलग चैनल जब सर्फ होता है तो किस तरीके से आवाजें आएंगी। सबसे पहले हमारा डीडी चैनल।
मिला सुर मेरा तुम्हारा तो सुर बने हमारा, मिले सुर मेरा तुम्हारा।
चैनल चेंज। और ये है ESPN जहाँ पे कार रेसिंग चल रही है। चैनल चेंज और यहाँ पे स्टार स्पोर्ट्स है जहाँ पे माइकल होल्डिंग, मोहम्मद अजहरुद्दीन, मार्क टेलर और सचिन तेंदुलकर है। Welcome to the Box Studio. This is Michael Holding speaking. To my left is Mark Taylor. To my right is Mohammed Aziz. No light, put the text. Okay, I'll give it that. What? Yeah, basically, and if you say that for 40 minutes, okay, thank you. Mark, what's your opinion? Yeah, basically, and if it's thank you. Sachin Tendulkar, man of the match of the last match.
Hi.
What's your opinion?
Yeah, basically this is a very good wicket to bat on, and if you stay there for about 40 to 50 years, we should be score a good wicket. Thank you.
चैनल चेंज और यहाँ पे हमारे डिज्नी आर चल रही है और सबसे पहले है लॉन्च पैड।
हेलो मिस्टर विकी, मैं आ रहा हूँ। आहा उहू, लुईडी जी आपसे भाव। हेलो मिस्टर डक,
अब डोनाल्ड डक। चैनल चेंज और हम जा रहे हैं डीडीएलजे में शाहरुख खान मैंडलिन लेके खड़े हैं। तो डीडीएलजे के म्यूजिक देखिए, मैंडलिन के म्यूजिक। बड़े बड़े देशों में से छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती सारा बेटा। नेक्स्ट, अब यहाँ पे इंडियन आइडल में एक ओपेरा आर्टिस्ट आई है। एक ओपेरा आर्टिस्ट जो है वो उसको लेकिन बोला है हिंदी में गाना गाना है, इंग्लिश में गाना नहीं गाने का। उसको गाना दिया गया और इस दिल में क्या रखा है। ओके, तो देखिए ओपेरा आर्टिस्ट किस तरीके से और इस दिल में क्या रखा है गाएगी। अब एक्टर्स की मिमिक्री के बगैर मिमिक्री का प्रोग्राम तो अधूरा है। आप लोग ने ये गाना तो सुना ही होगा, ए क्या बोलती तू, राइट। अब ये मूवी की जो रीमेक होने वाली है, अब रीमेक होने वाली तो सब एक्टर्स लोग आ रहे हैं, अरे हमको भी ये गाना गाने का है। इस गाने से सब लोग फेमस हो गए, अभी हमको ये गाना गाने का। तो अलग अलग एक्टर्स एस्टर ईयर से लेके अभी तक के सभी एक्टर्स, अलग अलग एक्टर्स को किस तरीके से वो लोग गाएंगे। तो सबसे पहले आते हैं हमारे अशोक कुमार साहब। तो देखिए किस तरीके से गाएंगे।
अरे क्या बोलती तो सुन, अति क्या खंडाला, घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या।
नेक्स्ट आ रहे हमारे जगदीप साहब, शोले पिक्चर में थे ना। ओके, जगदीप साहब देखिए किस तरह से बोलेंगे।
अरे क्या बोलती तू सुन, आती क्या खंडाला, घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या।
नेक्स्ट आते हमारे अमोल पालेकर साहब।
अरे क्या बोलती तू सुन, आती क्या खंडाला, घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या।
नेक्स्ट आते हमारे संजीव कुमार साहब।
क्या बोलते तू सुन, आती क्या खंडाला, घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या।
अब नेक्स्ट आ रहे हमारे अमिताभ बच्चन साहब। अमिताभ बच्चन के दो आवाज है, एक वो जमाने की और एक ये जमाने की। तो दोनों आवाज में वो बताएंगे। देखिए वो जमाने के बाद।
अरे आए क्या बोलते तू आए सुन, आधी क्या खंडाला, अरे भैया क्या करेंगे, घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या। आए आए आए
अब की आवाज।
क्या बोलती तू आए सुन, आधी क्या खंडाला, घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या।
नेक्स्ट आ रहे हमारे धर्मेंद्र साहब। धर्मेंद्र जी देखिए।
क्या बोलती तू? सुन, आती क्या खंडाला? माँ कसम, घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या?
नेक्स्ट आ रहे हमारे देवानंद साहब। अरे क्या बोलती तू? सुन, आती क्या खंडाला? घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या? नेक्स्ट आ रहे हमारे संजय दत्त।
अरे क्या बोलती तू? सुन, आती क्या खंडाला? अरे घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या?
नेक्स्ट आ रहे हमारे फरहान अख्तर।
भाई ये क्या बोलती तू? सुन, आती क्या खंडाला? घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या? That's it. डैड कुछ बोलिए।
देखो बेटे, ये कहा तो गाना तो बहुत अच्छा गाया है, लेकिन जरा साफ आवाज में गाते तो अच्छा होता।
That is what I'm telling. Hi, Hrithik Roshan here. How are you? क्या बोलती तू? सुन, आती क्या खंडाला? घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे। That's it. और क्या?
नेक्स्ट आ रहे हमारे सलमान खान।
अरे क्या बोलती तू? सुन, आती क्या खंडाला? घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या?
अब नेक्स्ट जो है हमारे आ रहे हैं, टाइम खत्म हुआ तो बोल दीजिए। टाइम हुआ है क्या? यस, ओके फाइन। हाँ, टाइम 5 मिनट्स और ना? हाँ यस, ओके फाइन। वो टाइम को भी करना पड़ता है, वी हैव टू रेस्पेक्ट इट। सो नेक्स्ट आ रहे हैं हमारे, एकदम मेरे फेवरेट है, पंकज त्रिपाठी जी। ओके,
क्या बोलती तू? सुन, आती क्या खंडाला? बस घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या?
परेश रावल। क्या बोलते क्या खंडाला? घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या? नेक्स्ट आ रहे हमारे राजनाथ सिंह। ओके, राजनाथ सिंह कंट्री के डिफेंस मिनिस्टर। देखिए किस तरीके से बोलेंगे।
हालांकि ये जो गाना है इतनी अच्छी नहीं है, फिर भी क्योंकि लोगों ने कहा है इसलिए मैं कोशिश करता हूँ। देखिए क्या बोलती तू? तू का उच्चारण तो होना ही नहीं चाहिए, बोलना चाहिए क्या बोलती है आप। आती है क्या हमारे साथ खंडाला? बस क्या करेंगे? घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे बस, और क्या? और तो कुछ चीज करने के लिए है। ठीक है,
नेक्स्ट आ रहे हमारे अमित शाह जी। देखिए अमित शाह जी किस तरीके से बात करेंगे।
क्या बोलती तू? सुन, आती क्या खंडाला? बस घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और ठीक है।
लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, द पीएम ऑफ आवर कंट्री, ओके, नरेंद्र मोदी जी।
देखिए, अरे क्या बोलती तो? सुन, आती क्या खंडाला? मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ, बस घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या? जय माता दी, जय हिंद, जय भारत। धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू, थैंक्स अ लॉट।
Another thunderous round of applause for Anand Dombivli to make this event happen and helping Toastmasters make more fun together. Thank you very much. 100. I request our president Toastmaster Chidanand Pradhan to do the felicitation for Anand. Thank you very much, DTM Chida, for that. So let the fun continue from where Anand has left us on a very high pitch. This time, I would request 6 ladies to come as volunteers. 6 ladies to come as volunteers. The game remains the same. And rule number 2, please don't hesitate when I call you on the stage. Ma'am, please, some of the Toastmasters whom we have heard a lot, and it is going to be a pleasure to hear them here again, once again, on this very innovative way of conducting Toastmasters table topics. Have you all gone through the words that you have got? Now I'm going to make it a little difficult for you, okay? You will not decide the sequence, I will decide the sequence. Okay? So you all have to be on your toes to take up the challenge of taking the story forward. Radhika, starts with you.
So the other day,
the other day I went to a Toastmasters club and I saw one of the best speeches given by a mongoose.
A mongoose. Next.
Okay, so the mongoose was very naughty, jumping around, and there was a basket which was full of mehendi. Okay, so the mongoose was jumped into the mehendi and got colored completely.
Vinita ji. Vinita उठाइए वहाँ से. Your turn.
The mongoose were very notorious, and I was just looking for the peace of mind. So I'd sit on my yoga mat and practiced some asanas.
Yeah, you can take it up. I don't. Yeah.
So Vinita ma'am was sitting on her yoga mat. Meanwhile, mongoose came and sat beside a table fan to get dried.
Oh, that's right. From Mehndi. Yeah, Sangeeta ma'am.
Oh my God. I was seeing the mongoose, he was seeing mommy. And I thought, he is looking so fat. I bring one that weighing scale and I asked him to stand up on the weighing scale. Oh my God, his weight was 109 kg. And I thought, I must give him some pills to reduce his weight. Then I went to the doctor. And doctor said, no, I can give the medicine to reduce the weight of a man, but not the mongoose. I said, no, you give the same medicine to him.
Shivani, take over.
So finally, the mongoose, there was no solution to reduce the weight of mongoose. Doctor was also helpless because he was a doctor. He was not supposed to treat mongoose at the first place. So what happened? That finally the mongoose visited me and the mongoose asked for some solution to his problem. Then I told, okay, there are one thing that is surely going to help you, that is mustard oil. So what you do is, every day morning, you just take 2 tablespoons of mustard oil and it is going to reduce your weight as well.
That was fantastic. Excellent. Thanks a lot. And you can see how innovatively we can start thinking once you are on the stage and once some challenges are given to you, right? So mustard oil, weight reduction, mehendi, all put together, it's been a fantastic speech. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. You can keep the mics there. Thank you. Thank you, Radhika ji. Well done, well done. Give the rounds of applause going on. Thank you, Shivani. Take care. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Netaji. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hundred? Yes, that's good. And to reach 100 not out is a phenomenal task. And it is not just the efforts of a few of the members, it is the collective effort of every Toastmaster of the Kharghar Toastmasters Club, and not just the members of the Kharghar Toastmasters Club, but all our mentors, our seniors, our well-wishers from the other clubs also, who have helped us in this journey in one way or the other. And the best way to reflect on this journey is to recognize and reward those individuals who have helped us to reach this stage today. And in order to carry out the rewards and the felicitation program, we have a very dynamic Toastmaster with us today. A very young Toastmasters who we have all seen grow phenomenally in the last 2 years or so, to the extent that he has gone on to become the area director of M3 in this particular year. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to welcome none other than our VP Education, Gaurav Karnik, to do the felicitation. Thank you, Gaurav. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ananta, and welcome all to the award ceremony. Without, I know all of us are hungry, and most of us are standing behind, smelling the food amazing inside. So I wouldn't take much of your time. I would call upon the president of Kharghar Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Chidanand, to felicitate everyone. Okay. Now, when we started the journey in the past year, there are various awards that were announced. But one of the most important part about Toastmasters is the education path, that is the pathways. Now in pathways, you are measured upon by how many levels you complete. You all have projects that you have to deliver upon, and after completing a certain number of projects, it is so that you have completed a level. So let us recognize the individuals who have completed with the levels and pathways. So awards for completion of level 1, starting with Toastmaster Sham. I would request all the Toastmasters, whoever name is being called out, to please come up on stage. I would request all to keep the clapping. Let the claps follow, please. Toastmaster Sham, Toastmaster Ayush, Toastmaster Ajay Kale. I would request all to just come on the dais together. Toastmaster Gaurav Malhotra, Toastmaster Yogesh.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the next 10 to 15 minutes, this is for the first time we are doing in Kharghar. So till last year, due to the pandemic, we didn't had any awards ceremony. For the first time ever, there are a lot of awards, and I'm proud to say that we have around 27 members as of now. Around 20 individual members are getting awards today. Okay, so please applause, because of you guys we are distinguished club, president distinguished club. So it's time for us to celebrate. Thank you. So group photo. So all of you will get this level 1.
Going on to the next slide. Next is the recognition for those who have completed level 2. Toastmaster Sham, Toastmaster Surendra is not with us. Toastmaster Vinita ma'am. Next is for level 3 completions,
and DTM Chidanand and Toastmaster Surendra Sharma. Next we have for level 4 competitions Toastmaster Ananta. And once an individual completes all the 5 levels, there are 5 levels in a path. Once they complete all the 5 levels, it is considered their pathway is proficient. In this year, over the past year, there are 3 members from our club who have completed the path. I would request Toastmaster Sham, Toastmaster Rohan and Toastmaster Rajendra to please step up on stage. Thank you. Now, Kharghar Star Awards. Now, this was one of the things that was announced at the start of the year. For any member who completes 2 levels in a said year, along with that, does all the 3 top roles, that is General Evaluation, Table Topic Masters and the T-Mod, as well as 2 evaluations. So, we would like to honor Toastmaster Sham. As well as myself. The new members that joined us over the previous year were equally excited and they did travel a long distance. Here are a few awards to recognize them. Toastmaster Ayush Mishra for completing 1 level, doing all the roles and multiple evaluations. Toastmaster Ajay Kari. Toastmaster Shibani. Toastmaster Souvik is not with us today. Toastmaster, last but not least, Toastmaster Yogesh. Every year in Toastmasters, multiple contests are conducted. During the past 6 months, we have conducted table topics, ISE, as well as the gamification, Kharghar Premier League, and the evaluation speech contest. Let us start with the winner of ISE. ISE, I would request the winner, Toastmaster Sham, runner-up Toastmaster Ananda, as well as the second runner-up, all 3 on the dice. Next, the winners of the table topics contest, Toastmaster Shivani, Toastmaster Tejas and Toastmaster Sham. For tall tales contest, the winner Toastmaster Ayush, runner-up Toastmaster Sham, and second runner-up yours truly. The next contest, gamification, I would request Toastmaster Ananta, Toastmaster Amit, and Toastmaster Ayush. Step up. Over the past year, gamification has been conducted. So gamification was basically a contest done to motivate people to come to and take up roles in a meeting. So every role had points, and if you back out, there are negative points. Based on that, over the span of 2 to 3 months, this contest was conducted, and we have the winners here. And last but not the least, we had KPL. So that was our version of an impromptu Premier League. It was a team-based table topic event, and the winning team was Toastmaster Amit Sharma as the captain, Toastmaster Ayush Mishra, and Toastmaster Sarita Sethi. I would request all three to come up. Whenever a club completes a year, there are multiple people who have contributed for its success. And this is a small way to appreciate the way they have gone out of their way to ensure the service that they have given. So we would like to recognize Toastmaster Adanta for being the leadership committee chair and guiding us and showing us the path. Toastmaster Ananta to be a venue partner. So, Kharghar Toastmaster Club was one of them. We are the first club, and I'm proud about saying this. Kharghar Toastmasters Club is the first club in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, and all over who started the hybrid meeting. And it's all because of this person standing next to me. So, I'd like to thank you, Toastmaster Ananta, for doing everything.
Having one of the most experienced Toastmaster with us today, who is also going to be the president of our Toastmasters Club for the 1st of July, Toastmaster Sham. Thanks a lot and wish you all the best. So what do you want to organize? You have to just let us know how you want to organize it. The cake. Where do you want to get the cake here? Glasses for everybody. Whoa. जी वो ग्लासेस रेडी वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करता हूँ ग्लास में सबको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर
Hello. Let's wait for the logistics to be put in place.
इसको आगे कहाँ पे
Glasses for everyone. Plastic glasses. Toastmasters means raising a toast. Actually, when it all started, way back when Ralph Smedley, when he started the Toastmasters Club in 1924, he basically started in the hope, or he saw people struggling to raise a toast at weddings, at functions, and he wanted people to come up so well in speaking in front of the public. And that's how Toastmasters was formed. And in due process, celebrations are part of it. Everyone has got involved. I will officially raise a toast to Kharghar Toastmasters Club in a couple of minutes. Ananta, can we get a clear when the toast can start? All of you, I think, will be given a small glass filled with juices. Keep it in your hand until I say and I raise the toast so that all of you can have the juice to be drunk. I would like to have some volunteers come out for support. Ayush, Ajay Kale Sahab. Can we get the glasses distributed among the people who are attending? We can have some volunteers get in and distribute the glasses. Yeah. Can I have DTM Brilliant and Professor Anand on stage for cake cutting? It will be a pleasure. A big round of applause to both our dignitaries. Professor Anand. Anand sir, on this for cake cutting. I have never seen a bigger cake in my life, at least till date, especially in a Toastmasters. A huge cake. Fantastic. Ramanathan sir, Vinay sir, Vinay Srivastava sir, Sangeeta Mishra ma'am, please come on stage. Sanish Babu, Toastmaster Sanish Babu, the division director. Big round of applause, please come in. All senior Toastmasters who have been serving the fraternity for so long. I have been blessed to have met distinguished Toastmaster Ramanathan in Jubail, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, way back in 2008. Yeah, please keep it in your hands. This juice that is to be kept is for raising the toast. Please keep it. Yes. So here we go. With all your blessings, support. The distinguished leaders are cutting the cake. Yes. Please come. Please give a big round of applause. Yes, come here, come here. Yes. 3 cheers to Kharghar Toastmasters Club. 100 not a hip up, hooray! Hip up, hooray! Hip up, hooray!
Incoming.
Thank you so much.
You will raise the toast. You will raise the toast and then you can have it.
Thank you so much. Well done. Thank you. Thank you so much for contributing. Toastmaster Amit Sharma, his family have been instrumental in getting the cakes ordered, made. Indeed a privilege for getting this done. Thank you so much to all of you for gracing the occasion. Distinguished Toastmaster Vinay Sahab. Thank you so much. Please be seated so that all of you keep the glass in your hand. Don't drink until I raise the toast. Please keep it in your hand. The glasses of juice that is being served. Yeah, cake cutting is done. Now we'll raise the toast. No music. We sit this thing and raise the toast. All of you have a all of you have a glass in hand? Yes. So here we go. Please stand up. Please stand up. Mr. Presiding Officer, dignitaries, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, lovely children, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
A new year ushers in a feeling of rejuvenation. A new hope and new enthusiasm comes into being. We pass new resolutions and try to work with renewed vigor towards our aspirations and goals. In Toastmasters, a new year ushers in new blood, new ideas, and renewed commitment to take the club forward. I am indeed privileged to be a part of this great occasion. I still vividly recall the days when we chartered Kharghar Toastmasters Club with childlike enthusiasm more than 3 years ago. That seed which was sown on 4th January 2019 has now become a plant, bearing fruits. The evolution of our club has been nothing short of spectacular. The enthusiasm has been infectious. For us in Kharghar Toastmasters, each meeting has become an integral and important part of our lives. During the course of its short journey so far, Kharghar Toastmasters set the standards of the true Toastmaster spirit of harmony, innovation, and camaraderie. Today, after 4 wonderful leadership terms, Kharghar Toastmasters has indeed matured into a fine club. We have produced mentors, area directors. In fact, we have produced leaders and we have produced champions. It is all possible due to the untiring commitment and dedication of our leaders. I take this opportunity to salute the past leaders for their farsightedness and visionary leadership. They have really toiled day and night to steer our club through turbulent waters and bring us to this point in our eventful journey. During COVID times, our club shone like a North Star. Today, we are ushering in a new team of officers to work with new ideas and renewed enthusiasm. I take this opportunity to thank the current team of officers who have strived hard in making this year eventful and memorable. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in proposing a toast to the current team for their glorious leadership. A toast to the incoming leaders for success in all their endeavors throughout the coming year. A toast to the leaders of the areas and Division M for success in the coming year. A toast to the health and well-being of Kharghar Toastmasters club members and their families. May the future be pleasant and glorious today and forever. Cheers. Herewith, today's meeting is adjourned. All of you are invited for a very sumptuous dinner. Thank you so much for all the support. Big round of applause. Enjoy. All get together. Have all cheer. 100.